Hey, awesome agents. I just wanted to tell you some cool stuff that was happening here at Keller Williams Round Rock.
Hi, thanks for stopping by today.
Hi, I'm Siobhan Martin with Keller Williams Realty.
Keller Williams Agents. This is Greg Gearing with GDA Property Management. Way.
Allowing agents to choose their own loan officer is really exciting for the agents and for the loan officers. Being able to get into a rhythm with a particular agent or particular team.
Brian stands out because of his service, the way that he's able to communicate with us. I can call him at any time, even on the weekend. Yay!
My preferred loan officer with Keller Mortgage is Lisa. I love working with her because she's prompt, very experienced, and works well with all of my clients.
Working with Amy has been great. She's getting the service that she needs for her clients. I've been working with several agents on a repeat basis, but this will make it so much easier.
There's so many disruptors in our industry. You have to start thinking, how can you save your clients the most amount of money? What is best for the client? The most important part about Keller Mortgage is that they're adding value. The fact that everything keeps moving in the right direction because it's designed for agents. It's a no-brainer, and it's going to keep getting better.
There are millions of residences across the country, but every one is a home. A home for families of all types. A place to live, rest, and make your own. A home for all your things and all you love. A safe place you want to keep safe. But stuff happens. Little stuff. But now, more really serious stuff that leaves the majority of homeowners underinsured and at financial risk if there's a fire, flood, hurricane, or major claim. Why is that? Home insurance is complex, jargony, mystifying. In times when everything's getting easier, why hasn't someone stepped up to make getting insurance easier? Now, there's a better way, a simpler way, a perfectly timed way, a way provided exclusively by Keller Williams agents. Say hello to Keller Covered. It's home insurance made awesomely simple. It's a revolution for your clients and for you. For your clients, Keller Covered makes it easy to compare quotes from a variety of top carriers in one place. Information on a client's new home is automatically loaded into Keller Covered. No jargon, no friction, no what? With a few taps, your client confirms their information, then gets multiple quotes in just 2 to 5 minutes, not in hours. Nothing's faster, nothing's easier, nothing's like it. Your client can explore options, choose the coverage they need, and buy if they like. They get a plan that's truly right for their family, budget, and new home. So when they move in, they can rest assured because Keller Covered has them, well, covered. Of people who've already tried it, 100% say they'd recommend it. For agents, Keller Covered revolutionizes how you work with clients. It expands your relationships. It gives you data to be more involved in more aspects of their homes and lives. When it's renewal time, you're there with help to make sure your client's protection is up to date and you are top of mind. Keller Covered is an industry-first competitive advantage. Not only does it bring you closer to clients, it slams the door on outside companies hungry for your commission. Many have tried and failed. They'll be back. But you and Keller Covered will be there, delivering the future today to make your clients' lives easier, year after year after year. Keller Covered. Home insurance made awesomely simple. Good insurance. Good insurance.
Kelly, what am I doing today? Kelly, add a local insight. Kelly, what am I doing tomorrow?
Got it.
We need a pool. Let's start with a budget. But don't we want to live close to
my parents?
my parents? We'll pick this up later. Nice.
Okay, now what?
Remember the guide?
Now, how about that pool?
Companies are nothing more than people. People create everything inside an organization. And what's going to make us better in the long term is the way that our people think. Our goal is to tap the way people think and put it to use for everybody.
Keller Williams is going to listen to what their agents want for tech.
To break and rebuild the entire command system, which is what we call the lab process.
Saying, okay, tell us what works, tell us what doesn't.
There were a lot of, can we do this, can we do that? The answer is always going to be yes.
I feel like I designed it.
I really want to show you some updates and products, mostly command.
Our agents can be smarter.
I'm not doing multiple data entry and things aren't falling through the cracks. They're all in one place.
Now we can focus on the relationship with the clients.
I like to call it high tech and high touch.
We're creating the industry's first innovation partnership with all of the agents out there.
I feel like I'm on the cutting edge of my profession.
This is for the agents. This is for the people that are actually doing the work on a daily basis.
They invest in not just the technology, but also in the people in the company.
Command makes my life easy.
So when people say you can't build software, well, actually we can, and we actually are.
Hi Avis, we just wanted to congratulate you on your retirement from the Texas Real Estate Commission. We appreciate your last 12 years of service, and now we know you can spend more time with us and your grandkids. So congratulations. We love you. Congratulations. Alright, so we're going to start like we normally do, about things that you're grateful for. And I know that we have a gift card that from Anita, which you're going to meet her in just a little bit. So, but there is something to be won. So, who wants to start? It's something that they're grateful for. Here, Amina.
I'm grateful that my wife's alive.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to elaborate because people are like, well, what happened?
In the hospital, the doctor said one more day if she hadn't gotten hospitalized, she would have died.
Or that gives me I'm okay. We were just having this conversation about sometimes some of it, we get so like caught up in taking care of everyone else and taking care of our responsibilities that we sometimes don't take care of ourselves. So, like,
Don't go to the doctor.
everybody keeps asking me what's wrong with my foot. I don't know, because I haven't been back to the doctor, but I'm going tomorrow, so I'll know my fate tomorrow. So it's really important to take care of yourself. And so the women in here, you've got little breast cancer, little goodie bags, and those are actually from Gary's wife. She works at, does she work for?
BRC. Imaging.
Okay, awesome. So thank you for sharing those with us. So that's another, for all you women out there, not that it can't affect men either, but it's just a reminder that it's really important for us to. Have a card?
We have our new card.
Okay, awesome. All right, anybody else?
I am thankful that my daughter-in-law allowed me to list her rental property because it's giving me so many opportunities to talk with other people.
Yeah.
It's been a real blessing.
Awesome. Congratulations. Thank you. All right, anyone else? Something you're grateful for? Diana. I'm grateful that the All right. No, it's all good. It's all good. So, anyone else? We only have 3 cards. Anyone else? Gary, I'll come back to you. Right, I
got a good closing coming up in 2 weeks, and I got married.
That's awesome. All right.
I'm just grateful for the little reminder to take care of yourself.
Yeah. Sometimes we need that reminder. Anyone else?
Well, thankful for all the people here in Peter Williams, and everybody is always willing to help, and also for my mentor, she's also very helpful.
Thank you.
I'm gonna give her a hug.
Well, you know what Mo Anderson says, if you don't give 7 hugs a day, you get weird. So everybody has to give someone that hug before they leave the meeting today. Yeah. All right,
So I am just grateful to have her as my mentee. She wanted a listing appointment, and she got it.
Okay, awesome. All right, anyone else have anything that they would like to share that they're grateful for? Okay, I'm going to pass this around too. So if you didn't put your card in here, put your card in here now, but thanks for playing. So, okay, one other thing before we get started, I added something to the agenda at the very last minute, and I'm just going to get that done and knocked out of the way, because if I don't do it now, I'll probably forget. So we are I made the executive decision like 5 minutes ago that we are going to participate in Toys for Tots this year, because we had these boxes under the stairs for years. I don't even know how long they've been under the stairs, but we had staff retreat this past Thursday and Friday. That's why no one was in the office. And we talked about doing quarterly community events, which I've always wanted to do. It's just been there's lots of things that you want to do, that you want to like add to your business, and sometimes it just takes a while to get those things happening. And so in 2020, we will be doing, besides our annual Red Day, we'll be doing quarterly community events, and they may not be big. Like literally, here's an example. If we were to do a Habitat for Humanity build, then we can only take 15 people. So we're not saying all these events are going to be all the office, but if it's something that fits in your schedule and that you want to participate, we'll have the ability to do that. So I just got off the phone with Toys for Tots right before the meeting, and I told them we have 5 boxes. Hi. We have 5 boxes, so I don't think we need any more boxes, because typically they say each box can hold 50 toys, but I guess that also depends on what size toys you're bringing in. So look out for more information. What I will tell you is they're going to bring us some marketing collateral so that we can post it. So I have stuff that I can like post around and on our Facebook page and all of that. But we'll probably just start this next week, starting next week, if you want to bring in unwrapped toys, we'll just fill up the boxes, and then we'll likely have the officer come and talk to us at some point between now and, I think everything has to be delivered by December 15th, so I don't know yet. I haven't looked at the calendar. I don't know when we'll stop the drive, but we're going to start it next week, and we'll get all that information out to you. But we'll have a presentation at a team meeting from Toys for Tots coming up, so look for that. All right, so that was my segue. And then our gratitude quote: gratitude is the healthiest of all human emotions. The more you express gratitude for what you have, the more likely you'll have even more to express gratitude for. So it makes me think about victim mentality for people that are always like, oh, everything, like the world's against me, nothing good happens, and we all know when you live in that victim mentality, like that's where you're gonna stay. And when you learn to just be grateful for what you have, then it's amazing, like how much more gratitude walks in your door. So, all right, awesome. So today's sponsors, we have American Home Shield, Mary Ellen's here, and we have Austin Title here. So we're going to give you guys a couple minutes. I have a gun here, so I'm not opposed to shooting it if you go over your time. So just, you know.
Is it a Nerf gun?
It is.
What do I need to be prepared for?
It's a Nerf gun, but it's super powerful, and you have this hand in the back, and it shoots 2 bullets at a time.
I had brain surgery 6 months ago, so I'm grateful to be here and don't need this part of my head.
Yeah. It's just kind of a heads up as we have a lot to cover in our meeting today, so we're grateful that you're here. And we also would like you to kind of keep it to a couple of minutes.
Absolutely.
All right, so whoever wants to go first.
Roxanne, you want to go first?
Sure.
Hi everyone, I'm Roxanne Ford with Austin Title, and I'm the VP of Business Development, and that means I round up all the salespeople that go out and meet with you and help you understand all the different tools we have. Also, who's a great closer for you to close with. So we have outstanding escrow officers with Monica Perez Saldana, and Monica does speak Spanish as well, so she is bilingual, so extremely important, along with Theresa Wilcox, both at our Round Rock office. And then Stephanie Merrick is our sales rep out here in Williamson County, Round Rock, Georgetown mostly. So I'm gonna actually turn it over to Stephanie and let her talk a little bit, and we're glad we can be here today.
So basically on the little marketing tools that I put in front of you, this is our current stats that we send out. If you don't receive these stats for Travis and Williamson County, be sure and go into our brand new revised website that just went live last Thursday. It has tons of marketing stuff. You can register and you'll get this information in your inbox. I also have in here a list of all of the escrow teams, and Cheryl Scully and I are the Williamson County Business Development reps. It also has our office locations for Cedar Park, Round Rock, and we just opened a new office off 9th Street in the Old Keller Williams section in Georgetown. So we're able to close there as well. And then we also have on the different marketing material that we have on our mobile app. One of the brand new features on our mobile app is the iBuyer comparison, because we know you as agents constantly come up against the iBuyer. So it will show you where you can enter in the iBuyer information as well as yours to show that really, even though you're getting a 3% commission, you're less expensive than all of the hidden fees within the iBuying. So if you don't have the mobile app, be sure and go down and either shoot me a text and say you want it. I can send you the link for it. And I do want to dispel that it does say mobile app, but it can be used on up to 5 different devices. So you can use it on a web base, you can use it on an iPad, you can use it on a cell phone, up to 5 devices with one login. So it's not truly just a mobile app. And then if you wanted to just briefly go over the
very quickly,
stats, so we don't get the
Nerf. So just the front of the stats, this is a great overview for y'all to see. It is on our website as well, but for y'all to see the last 5 years. I know you have a lot of clients that ask that question. What's the trend? What's it been? What has it been like in the last, comparing it year to year? And inside these stats, I'm going to go over here to Round Rock West and East. If you look over to the second page, you can see specifically, and this is for August, what was the sold volume, how many sales were there. So if someone does want some quick numbers from you, it's real easy for you to reference this. And when you get the newsletter sent to your inbox every week, this information comes along with a month's of inventory. So you can look specifically at it. I love where it gives the price range, and it breaks it down by price point. So it shows you how many homes in that price range and what did they get of their percent of listing price. And that would be the last price. Like if there was a reduction, it would be of that last price listed. But what a great way is you can see like $150,000 in Round Rock West got 103%. Well, I mean, that's such a low amount, right? So you can see where those sweet spots are too, where most of the volume is selling in your area, okay? So great information for you. So thank you so much for having us today. And Austin Title Agent 1 is the name of the app that Stephanie was talking about. You can go right into your app store of your Android or your Apple phone and download it. And again, our escrow officers are here to help you all the time with any situation that you have and ready to close and make a good transaction for you and your clients. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, awesome. And Monica, before you don't leave, I have something for you.
Awesome.
All right, Mariel.
Thank you.
Good morning and happy fall to everybody. Lovely weather, isn't it? Finally. So fall always makes me think about school because the school is very important in our household. My husband is a teacher and a coach right down the road in Hutto. And our oldest son just started his second year of law school. And then our youngest son is a senior in high school. So all prayers appreciated because we got to make sure we make it through the year. So I would appreciate that. But in speaking of school, I want to give you just a quick review about American Home Shield. The ABCs for American Home Shield this morning. So A stands for American Home Shield. Come on, y'all can do this. Stay with me. So American Home Shield, but A also stands for Assurian. Assurian Electronics Plan is a new package that we have as an option that you can add on to any of our plans. And what that is, it's an electronics plan that covers the electronics in your home. So the buyer can add it on. It's about $240, and it covers laptops, computers, gaming systems, theater items, and also your smart home items. Okay, so it's a great plan, and it is available for all plans. You can add that on. I will get you more information about it if you would like it. I have a special flyer for it. And then B stands for buyer plans. American Home Shield has 3 plans available. Our Shield Essential covers the essential systems only. AC, heat, plumbing, electrical, and water heater. That plan is $450. Shield Plus adds on your appliance plan. So that covers the kitchen appliances, including the refrigerator and your washer and dryer. Even if the buyer brings in their own washer and dryer, that is covered. The price for Shield Plus is $550. And then we have Shield Complete, which is $625, and that adds on garage door opener and ceiling fans. So 3 great plans for your buyer. So B is for buyer plans. C is for cover your assets, obviously. Okay? It's also for cover your sellers. We do have listing coverage available for any of y'all that have properties that you have listed. Please, please, please make sure that they have coverage during that listing period. And I'm happy to visit with you more about that and give you details. It is a fabulous win-win for your seller. Okay? Finally, I'm going to give you a little quote to close with. In school, you're taught a lesson and then given a test. In life, you're given a test that teaches you a lesson. So thank you. I love working with you guys, and if there's anything I can ever do to help you, please let me know. I'm going to have information for you at the lunch so that you'll have my contact information and all of our information.
Who was that quote by?
You know, I don't know who that is. You want to take claim for it? Just put your name right there on it.
You could have told us you did that.
No, I did not do that. Yeah. But I don't have a name on it. So thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Marilyn.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay, one more quick segue. Like all these thoughts are coming into my head that I need to talk about. So for those of you that weren't here last Wednesday, we had our first foosball tournament upstairs.
Awesome.
So we had Legacy Mutual Mortgage and TNT Title that provided some. We had pizza and wings and beer and champagne. I mean, and then we also had a wine tasting. I mean, it was crazy. It was a great time. I beat Melissa Kelly, and then Nick Kronsky beat me, but you know what? He went on to win the whole thing, so there's that. So anyway, we've decided that was like so much fun that we're going to do it quarterly as well next year. So so we'll do that quarterly, so watch out for that. That was a lot of fun. It was fun to watch. It was super competitive. I got in trouble because I jumped in my boot. So, because I got excited. What can I say? So anyway, that was fun. So watch for that coming up. All right, I just had to do a quick segue, let y'all know that we have to get the trophy for Nick next time. So, all right. So, any guests? Do we have any guests in the room? That's your cue.
Hi, my name is Anita Powell, and my husband and I own and operate Aspen Window Cleaning.
and we're new to the Round Rock area. We've probably been here 3 years now. We live in Sendero Springs. And a little bit about our story. The name of our company is Aspen Window Cleaning because we lived in Colorado for 20 years. Fall was our favorite time of the year. We love the aspen trees. And but we grew up in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. And so what brought us back here was our mothers. Both are getting older, needing more help. And so we found ourselves in the Round Rock, Austin area to help family. And window cleaning allows us that flexibility to help our elderly parents. We do commercial and residential window cleaning. And I think what sets us apart is we're still a small business. My husband and I own and operate it. We have 2 other employees with us. They respect our business model, and so you don't have a large crew going into your home and so forth. And so when we give a bid, we also give that bid on site so that there's no changes to the customer. And what our bids would include is if a person wants in and out window cleaning, they want their screens clean, they want those dirty little tracks clean. And we find that it really gives, realtors have told us, and homeowners who are selling their home, it just ups the selling factor of curb appeal, cleanliness, and so forth. And so we work with other realtors, property managers, home builders. We have a 5-star rating on Yelp if you'd like to look at it, and most of you a business card. And our services now are extending. We're finding that more and more people are needing power washing and soft washing. So we do the limestone. We remove that mold off of the limestone in homes. We do sidewalks, we do driveways, we do garages. We have products that will take off a lot of times the oil and the mold. And so we can get very specific, soffits, gutters. So we kind of do it all now. Patios, porches, pool decks. And now we're working with someone that does the resealing of pool decks and the mastic or the chalk or the caulking that gets removed in the cracks, fences, so on and so forth. So if you have any further questions, please feel free to call us. We'll give a free estimate. Thank you very much for your time. And I have a little gift today.
Go ahead. Well, I'll let you go ahead and draw. Okay. Yeah, sure.
Then there's no
Yeah.
swirliness.
There you go.
And so Francis, Jordan. All right. Let's give you a little gift card to Starbucks.
Oh, thank
Yeah, awesome. Everybody loves Starbucks.
That's right.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. You have these.
Thank you for your time.
All right, so training, I should go back over here because for some reason I can't read that direction. I don't know what that's all about. Okay, so training calendar review, just so you guys know. I've got so much to say. Okay. All right, so today is, what is today? The 22nd. Okay, so there's no property tour today. For a second, I just want to talk about property tour. So we moved property tour from 9 a.m. in the morning to 12:30 because we thought that would be a better time for people to go after the team meeting as a group. And since we've done that, we haven't had any homes on tour. And I don't necessarily think it's the time change. I just want to encourage you guys, if you have listings, to please put them on tour because we have a lot of new agents that would like to go preview listings. And I always thought when I had that listing that it's great to have it on property tour because you get feedback from other agents. And it's a lot easier to have conversations with your clients when you say, 5 agents said that the house smells like a cat. So that might be something we need to address. So I just want to encourage you, if you have listings, I know sometimes it doesn't fall because we do a Round Rock West, Round Rock East, Pflugerville, Hutto. It seems like sometimes listings are actually selling pretty quickly, and by the time it's time to get your house on tour, it's already under contract. But just bear in mind that it's a benefit. I think it's a benefit to our agents. It's a benefit to our clients to have people have houses on tour. So just keep that in mind and help us get some houses on tour. Okay. Today at 5 is phone duty sign up. I imagine that if you do phone duty and you've been to phone duty training, that everyone's probably eligible because there haven't been any property tours. Tomorrow, Nevada will do the for sale by owner expired peer group. So I just want to preface this by saying, if you are calling for sale by owners and expireds, come. If you're interested in calling for sale by owners and expireds, come. So I'm putting that out there. And then at 10:30, Bruce will run over command, do some command work. Friday morning at 10 o'clock is listing boot camp with Amy Gerard. And I'm going to stop here and make a big announcement that starting next week on Monday, we'll have evening classes for agents. So if you're a part-time agent or you have trouble getting here during the day, on Mondays from 4:30 to 6:30, I'll be training on basically just new agent training, like how to do a listing, how to do a buyer, and we'll be incorporating command in that too. So how to use command with all the features, or all the things that you're going to be learning. On Wednesdays, not next week, so only next week, Monday night, but starting in November, Monday nights will be agent training. Wednesday nights we'll have a marketing class at 6 o'clock, and Thursday nights Bruce will be here from 4:30 to 6:30 to do command training. So now we'll have, starting next month, we'll have 3 opportunities in the evening for our agents. So that's just out there for you guys. On Friday, Bruce at 10 o'clock, I'll be doing training 0 to 2 transactions. And then we have our labs happy hour at 3, and then at 4 o'clock on Friday we have our movie night. Glenn Ross in this office. Have you figured that out yet?
Yes.
Awesome.
And popcorn.
Popcorn machine. We'll have drinks. We'll have fun. I mean, it'll be fun. So show up on Friday night. And then Saturday we have coffee and careers. So again, if you know anybody that's thinking about real estate, maybe they're at a different company and they want to come check us out. I'll be here Saturday morning from 9:30 to 10:30. Donuts, kolaches, coffee. We'll talk about real estate, and it'll be great. So send your folks. And then next week, Bruce, on Monday. Okay, so Never Ending Referrals. We're in session 4. If you are not attending Never Ending Referrals, then show up on Monday. It's okay. Even though we're in session 4, you can just pop in, start somewhere. We'll be talking about client events and parties. Bruce at 2, and then don't forget next Tuesday we'll have Dustin at 10. He'll be in costume.
Well, it's going to be a really short
Marketing class?
meeting class.
Okay.
Yeah, or meeting, yeah.
So next Tuesday is our Halloween team meeting, which means you can't come to the team meeting unless you're in costume.
Don't say that.
It's serious. It's serious.
You have to dress up though. There's $500 in prizes.
Yes. So what we're going to do next Tuesday is we're just going to have our sponsors, because they're feeding us, have our sponsors do a deal, and then the rest of the meeting is just going to be fun and prizes and that sort of thing. And we're moving to that model, if we have, because there's 5 Tuesdays this month. So when we have a 5th Tuesday in a month, we're going to have some fun and fellowship, and just not just kind of hang out. We can have like an open forum, open discussion forum, or we can just sit and eat and chat, or whatever that looks like. So, all right, cool. All right, onward.
Next slide.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay.
Switching back.
I was waiting till you, so I didn't mess anything up. Okay, cool. All right, so any buyer needs that we have out there, something that you're looking for that you can't find? Okay. Any new listings coming soon?
Still with mine that is in Paloma Lake. It has 1 bedroom downstairs and 1 full bath and 4.
So is the bedroom downstairs just a secondary bedroom? It's like a master? Okay.
No, but it's like a,
So it'd be great for like an in-law situation.
Yeah.
If you had parents that needed to be downstairs. Okay, cool. All right. We go.
I do have.
Sorry,
No problem. Hey, if any one of you are working with investors or with buyers that are looking in the 235 price range, I have a 1-story here in Round Rock that does need a little bit of work. If you have buyers, go ahead and text me. There's a list of things that I need to share with you. They're not really super expensive, but they need like fence, roof. But it's a great location. I have tons of calls for rental, so it's amazing for an investor. I'm also going to have a coming soon in Georgetown, La Cantera. It's going to be a 1.5 story, 2 master suites. It's going to be in the price range of $325. I also have another listing. All of you, I don't know if you do any business, but if you have a buyer looking close to Del Valley, FM 812 183 behind the airport. This is a one-story, it's a new construction, ideal for those companies that want to do Airbnb, corporate housing. You guys, this is a unique home, so I'm going to be having an open house for realtors. But again, if you have investors looking in that part of town, just go ahead and text me or reach out to me. I'll be more information.
Thank you. All right. So we wanted to talk to you a little bit about Recruiting Bridge because if you guys don't know, and then I'll let you take it away. Everybody in this office has a Recruiting Bridge account, and everyone has a landing page, which means you could literally take your landing page and post it on Facebook and like advertise if you're interested in Keller Williams. And if someone hits that page, they click on it and they fill out the information, it comes straight to me, but it's from you. So I know that it's your lead, if you will. And it's pretty cool because like when we were at staff retreat, we have an ad on Indeed and someone hit that and then I got notified and I got in contact with him immediately and he came in for an interview yesterday and I think he's going to join us. So this is an opportunity for me to help you build your downline. Now, I want to say the caveat to this is just because a lead came from you means you still if I meet with them, anytime I put notes in Recruiting Bridge, you'll be updated. So you'll know if I met with them, I left them a message, I talked to them. But the piece of that is that it's still going to be your responsibility to reach out to that person and check in with them because I have no control over if their aunt was a realtor with Keller Williams, they could still put that person down as the person in their sponsor. But the reality is this is a tool for you to kind of build your downline and for me to help you build your profit share. However, you have to have a little skin in the game too. So you want to show them, Bruce?
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to show you how do you access that. So you're going to go to recruiting. Can I spell recruitingbridge.com? Wrong? Yes.
RECUIT.
C-R.
Wait, you forgot the R.
CRU.
Whoops.
No. CRU.
This is a lesson in spelling today.
I should have had this pulled up. So once you learn how to spell recruiting, you can go to recruitingbridge.com and you're going to hit right here where it says sign in. All right, so your sign in is your email address and a password. If you don't know your password, click the forgot password, and then it will email you a link to reset your password.
It's our KW email?
It's whatever we have in the system for you. So it may or may not be your KW. Depends. Let's see if I know my password. Yay! So once you get logged in, you're going to go over here where you see the little person. You're going to click your name. You're going to go to my account. And then right here is your My Lead Capture page. That's your link. So ideas, you can put that in your email signature. Hey, thinking about a career in real estate, click here. And it'll take you to the page. You probably want to upload a picture, update your profile, make sure everything looks correct, etc., etc. But that's really all you need is that link, and that takes you to the page. They fill it out, it comes in under your name.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, yeah, so email, you can put it on your email signature, you can post it on Facebook, you could, whatever you want to do. But then it'll look like this, they fill this out, clicks it, and then it comes directly to me. And then I'll reach out to them and like I said, you'll get updated. So this is just, it's kind of a no-brainer to put it somewhere because you never know. So yeah, cool. All right, and we have a system set up too where these people will also be put out on a drip campaign too, so we'll be still reaching out to them. And so I waited to really push this till we had a good system in place because we all know what it's like to try to do something when you don't have a system. It's like doing an open house and getting a bunch of open house names and then not calling them. You don't have a system. All right, cool. All right, ready to move on?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so we're getting in the habit of sharing numbers with you guys. These are our September numbers, and we're going to do this. for you, and I'm gonna find a way to get this information to you. We may post it on KW@roundrock.com. This is part of our staff retreat and figuring out how to get this information to you. So we just wanted to show you for September closed units. So this is Actress, and our area of focus is Hutto, Pflugerville, Ramrock West. I don't know what unknown really means, but this is the main areas that we're pulling from. So basically, in this area of focus in closed units, the whole MLS was up 2.37%. KW was up 5.12%. Our market center was up 2.75%. So as you can see, we were pretty much up in everything. And with the where we were down was closed sales volume and listing sold units, but that was like not even 1%. So pretty good September. And then this is us, and I'm going to show you another graph too that's really interesting. But this is us September. So this is year over year, right? So last September versus this September, and our percentage change. So you can see how we were up. It's really weird. We were completely flat on listings taken, but look at the profit share number. So that's pretty impressive. So what that tells me is like our profit is up, and we're profit sharing more back to the agents, which is why I kind of put in the recruiting bridge. This is like a good time to like start trying to build your profit share, because you're actually going to make some money. Good thing.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Someone that's watching the stream asked about someone mentioned an investor property. Who was that? Carolina, thank you. Amanda may reach out to you about that.
Okay, and then this is a trend report that we get from Keller Williams International. So basically it shows you where KW is versus the South Texas region of KWs. This is all of Keller Williams, South Texas, and then us. And so you can see how green we are month over month. And then year over year, we're still bouncing back, but just kind of gives you a clear picture of where we are this September versus where we were last September. So, cool. Any questions? All right, so this was really cool. If you guys didn't see this, Newsweek, America's Best Customer Service, in real estate agencies, we were #1. So, pretty close to Remax, but hey, we still won. That's all that matters, right? So this isn't something else you could share with your clients or put on your email signature if you wanted to do that. And then I wanted to talk to you about family reunion. So super exciting. Family reunion's coming up in February. Tickets are already on sale. It's in Dallas. Which means you can get in your car and you can drive. And you can sleep 2 people to a bed, 4 people to a room, because I've done it many, many times. You're barely in your room at all, so you're only really in your room to sleep. But this is basically, it's networking. I mean, there's 20,000 plus agents from all over the world at Family Reunion. Of course, there's going to be huge tech reveals, rollouts, and demos. I'm crossing my fingers that our app is going to be out at Family Reunion.
That's the rumor.
Huh?
That's the rumor.
Okay. And then motivational moments from the big stage. So they always have top agents that are going to tell you stories, and then there's always those stories of people that came back from, some huge setback to be super successful. So it's just a great event. So you can register now at familyreunion.kw.com. So we would love to have a big group go from our office. It's a lot of fun. We all sit together. We have our flag. It's a lot of camaraderie, and it's a fun time. So if you can make it, that would be awesome. Yes, Karen.
Can we add something to that?
Absolutely.
All of you that are interested about family reunion, there are quite a bit of us agents that, at least since I've been with Keller Williams for almost going to be 15 years, I have done every other year, so I counted about 6 or 7, and I gotta tell you that what I bring back, it's just tons of information that really help my business, not just local, but internationally. And now that it's in Dallas, I was just, and I was gonna talk to you about this, maybe those that wanting to go and need more information, maybe we can carpool, maybe working on making a good group from the Round Rock office, because it's an amazing opportunity for you to network with agents from all over. But most important, the culture of the company it doesn't stop growing. So I highly recommend that those that are here, if you guys want to know more about it, reach out to me. I'm more than happy, and we're trying to get like a 1 hour of breakfast coffee, we can share what we have learned all these years from family reunion, and how you get, start early so you're not overwhelmed, and we'll be traveling together. We'll be sharing with you, hey, do I need a room? Can I room with somebody? The first year I went, I roomed with someone that I had no idea, but I learned a lot from her. So just a tip about that.
Thank you. And that's what I was gonna ask, like, how can we figure out, like, if we are interested, who else is going so that we can try to room, or, you know what I mean?
So I will, I can't talk. Next team meeting, I'll have like a list of who all's going and who all have rooms. So we had some extra rooms. I don't know if we still have them. You don't necessarily, like, I've gone many years where I haven't stayed at like the host hotel.
Yes.
I mean, this is at the convention center in downtown Dallas.
Okay.
I mean, there's hotels downtown, but you don't necessarily have to, like, I've stayed somewhere and like Ubered to the conference or whatever, because that's just the way. Or people Airbnb.
I was gonna say,
you
we
know?
can all, if we know who's going, we can rent.
Yeah,
Airbnb.
get like
and
Airbnb
get together.
and that sort of thing. So
Okay.
yeah, we'll start putting together. I'll give you some ideas of who's going, and we can start pulling that together next month. Cool.
Thank you.
All right, Bruce.
Okay, so our new websites that are part of Command or powered by Command are scheduled right now, last I heard, to go live at 4:01 today. Yeah, 4:01 today.
I got that email this
Can you be
morning.
more specific? Probably around the 35 seconds. Right around 35 seconds. So what does this mean? So if you currently have a Playster website, right, that's the one that we had before Command. If you have that one and you choose to stay with them and you're paying them, and you've already done that, then you don't need to do anything. You pay for that site and you get to keep it. I think it's around $60 a month because they sell you their whole CRM. If you have a custom domain, you're going to want to redirect that to your whatever.kw.com domain, because it's no longer hosted by Playster, so you can't use their servers, etc. Details. So you'll need to redirect. And then lastly, if you haven't already, there's a Kelly guide for setting up your site. It'll just basically walk you through. Dustin did it today in the marketing class for setting up your profile, make sure everything's going to look the way you want it to, etc. And then if you've done that, then when it goes live, yours will be live. So any questions around that? No?
I was thinking I'd come to your office today.
Do you have time? Do you have time on your calendar for scheduled appointment?
After we said that we needed to wait, and then we don't have to do anything else.
No. If you've done the Kelly guide, you're ready.
So what we did yesterday with you too is good.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I've been teaching this for like 2-3 weeks now.
Okay.
So if you've done the Kelly guide for setting it up, only thing that's changing is instead of it being that weird whatever prod dot blah 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 long address, the actual KW.com one will be live. So if someone goes there, they'll see it. So
Thank you, Bruce.
My pleasure.
All right, so also, this is another opportunity for you tomorrow at noon to go to KW Connect Live, and they're going to have a live stream about getting started with your agent site. So that's another option for you, just to go on to KW Connect and watch the live stream.
You can do that on your phone, any device.
Yep. KW Connect Live. All right, cool. All right, and then also this was really, I just thought this was cool, and I wanted to tell you guys, this is another thing in designs, like for any newer agents that are new to our office, it's really cool that now they've made this marketing collateral for you to say, I'm making a move, or, to have some branded stuff that you can use. So it's just another template in designs. So there's so much good content in designs, and this is just another example of some great content. Cool. All right, so we have 15 minutes left in the meeting, and Bruce has, I think, a 1-minute inspiration. So I'm just going to spend a little time talking about overcoming your sphere. This is going to be a kind of like last week. I did a little bit about profitability and let you guys know that we're actually going to bring that class to the Market Center. Same kind of thing with this. I'm not going to have enough time to teach this entire class in the time that we have, but I'm going to give you a little snippet a little preview of what the class is, and this class is something that we'll be offering in the near future. So, is there anyone in this room that just doesn't like to call people that they know? Yeah. I mean, how many of you would rather like talk to a stranger or cold call than talk to people that you know? Okay. Yeah. So I'm the opposite.
About real estate.
I mean, I like people.
I don't mind talking to them.
You just don't mind talking about real estate.
Okay.
Okay. Well, this is going to be interesting. So basically, for like, we're not going to get through all of this today, obviously, but this is what this class is going to teach us when we have the whole class, which is to define what your sphere of influence is, right? And to know how it powers your business, overcome your limiting beliefs around working your sphere, because that's all limiting beliefs happening right here, okay? And then strategies to work your sphere. So what is a sphere of influence? So I could read this from you. I'm going to read it. A field or area in which an individual or organization has power to effect events and developments. Your sphere of influence consists of people you have met in one way, shape, or form. So, for instance, Anita, the window washing lady that was just here, I met her at a chamber event, because I go to chamber events to like meet people, meet other businesses, because I want to continue to deliver value to you guys. And I think knowing someone that can clean windows is really powerful, because I know I need to clean my windows. So, and then increasing your sphere of influence should be an ongoing goal that will pay off in business over time. So I have this saying, and if you ever hear me say, I have to go make an appearance. Like there are certain things I feel like I have to go, I have to attend, because I need to be there, because there are certain people that are there, and I need to be there. So, all right, so define your sphere. Your family, obviously. We all love to call our friends and family and ask for business, right? Yeah. Anyone you've done business with or has done business with you, contacts you've generated going about your real estate business, whether that's open houses or farming. Parents of a friend or a child, like, you know, my daughter, I have kids, they have parents, like, so, you know, any of you that have kids in sports, I mean, how many times are you sitting watching a game, talking to other parents, right? And then people in your community association or religious association, so churches, any people that you're involved in, like I sit on the Parks and Rec Advisory Board for the Brushy Creek Mud, so I see those people once a month. Okay. And your sphere of influence is bigger than you think. So I talk about this all the time. I have agents that say, well, I've called all the people on my database and nobody's doing anything. Yeah, but those people know people. So, I mean, that's the thing that I think you don't think about is, I mean, the statistics say that every person knows about 4 people that are going to buy or sell a home in a year. So, like, everybody knows people. And it's all about timing, too. And I'm skipping around because these are just some personal experiences where I really feel like part of the reason why we call people, and we have this DTD2, and this reason why we call people is because you never know if the day that you call them, they're thinking about real estate. Because when I was selling real estate, I may have just talked to someone that's looking to buy, and what's the first thing someone needs to do when they are going to buy a house? Get pre-approved, right? And so always I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to send you some lenders, right? We would send our clients some lenders so that they can get pre-approved. Well, what happens if during the course of my day I haven't gotten to that yet because everything else is happening around me and a lender calls me? If a lender calls me, the chances of me going, oh, you know, I was just talking to so-and-so and they need to buy a house, you know, I'm going to send them your information because you just called me. But what's the chance of possibly me sending that information to that client if they didn't call me? I mean, it's possible. It's possible, right? So I find that sometimes just being in the right place at the right time, or you're just making those calls and you're being consistent, that you're going to find business just like that, right? So, and it's planting a seed too, which I think sometimes we don't think about. We don't think about that if I call my youth director at church and I ask her if she knows anybody that's looking to buy or sell that I can help today, and she says, I don't know anybody, that doesn't mean that you didn't plant the seed, that 2 weeks later she's going to be talking to someone that needs a realtor and she's going to think of you because you just called her and asked for business. So those are the things I'm talking about. So anyway, I digress. So, and then it's the whole 6 degrees of separation thing too. I mean, we all say it's a small world when you meet someone, you're somewhere, I don't know, like across the world and you meet somebody, you know, that I just had a friend post on Facebook that he lives in Oregon, and he was like at a guitar shop and met someone from Round Rock, you know. So anyway, we know how that works. And then that person happens to know somebody, you know, it's just all that. Or have you ever been on Facebook and you're like, oh, we have some mutual friends, and it's like, how do you know so and so? That's always fascinating to me as well. So every relationship that you maintain has the power to unlock another one, right? So Dustin and I just had a weird thing happen. I have a friend whose name is Faith, and she sells Scentsy. He has a friend whose name is Faith, and she sells Scentsy. I just assumed it was the same Faith. It's not even the same Faith. It's a totally different Faith that sells Scentsy. I mean, what's the chances of that happening?
And they both posted the same thing.
Yeah, and they both posted that Darth Vader Scentsy thing, if you haven't seen it yet. So, but anyway, so the white circles represent your 6 degrees of separation. So your network is bigger than you think. You probably find as you prospect your sphere of influence, you'll unveil hidden circles that you didn't even know existed. So let's look at what these.
Zero fell off.
What happened?
150,
What?
150 to 0 fell.
Oh, okay.
Hanging out.
Okay. So let's see what these can do for your business. But anyway, okay, so limiting beliefs. I don't want them to think I want something from them, right? Like you're like, oh God, they're going to think I want something from them. I don't want them to call. I'm afraid they don't care about what I have to say. There's another one, right? I don't want to be a burden or a nuisance. Or the big one is, I don't know what to say. Like when you call someone, you're calling to quote unquote check in, but you're also looking for business, right? And then that's what we teach you in NER is forward, right? Talk about your family, like how's work, you know, what are they doing for fun? Like they haven't, like this is a great time because the holidays are coming up. So it's a good opportunity when you call people to see if they're like going anywhere for a Christmas or for Thanksgiving. Are they going to have family in town? Having family in town is also an opportunity because like we all know where we live is a great place to live and people keep moving here. So if you have people in your database that are having family come into town, it's always possibly an opportunity. So think about that. So do any of these sound familiar? And is there any other ones that you would add to the list? Like you think of reasons why you don't want to call the people that you already know in your gold mine of a database. But,
Don't have cell phone signal.
oh, okay, yeah. All right, so recognize your limiting beliefs for what they are. Fear is getting in the way of your business. So you can't eliminate rejection, but you can minimize it if you have a plan. So don't let fear limit your life. So I have a MAPS coach, and I had a conversation with him a couple weeks ago, and I said, I think I'm just scared. Like it's fear of like that unknown or whatever. I mean, it's the same kind of thing when fear can be completely debilitating. But then what's really awesome is once you break past that fear, then you unlock a whole another opportunity and potential. So keep it personal, make it a win-win by showing interest in their lives, which we already just talked about. Ford is a great opportunity to show interest because again, it's family, occupation, recreation. What are they doing for fun? What kind of plans do they have for the holidays? This kind of ties into if you're doing NER and you're keeping up with people on Facebook. I mean, before you call them, Facebook stalk them. See what's going on in their life so you have something to talk to them about. I mean, how many times have you had someone come up to you and go, oh, what happened? I saw I don't even know. I'm trying to think of something off the top of my head, but, oh, I saw that your daughter graduated from high school early. That's awesome. Like, there's really a great opportunity to use Facebook as a conversation starter. So, plus you'll make them feel good that they're actually looking at your Facebook page even though they didn't like your post. So, so I just must have skipped ahead. But anyway, so how are the kids? Isn't Madison headed to college soon? I remember you were opening your own practice. I was watching the World Cup and thought of you. Are you still playing soccer? Were you able to get that boat this year? You know, so these are just kind of like, and then what's great about this is, you know, now that we have Command, you can put all those notes in Command. So every time you go to call someone, you can pull it up and you know what you talked to them about last time.
One other thing.
Yeah.
In Command, you can add their Facebook profile. So when you pull up that contact record, you can scroll, click, it'll take you to their Facebook page. So you can do that stalking real quick before you make the call.
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, yeah.
You can even add extra fields where you could put that in and save that information. What are their dreams?
So, and provide value. So have a reason for calling them. So we say right now that those neighborhood pages, so if you have someone that's and you don't have their address, I mean, this is like a wonderful opportunity to call them and say, hey, I've got this great, new tool that's going to give you like neighborhood specific information about your neighborhood. And I'd love to get your address so I can set you up on that. Just send it to you once a month, let you know how many houses are, for sale in your neighborhood, what the average sales price is, or whatever all that stuff that's in there is. And and then we're going to roll out in 2020 some other ways to add value by doing something called like a real estate review, which if you don't know what that is, we all get that. We're all supposed to go to the doctor like once a year, right? For like our annual checkup, make sure we're supposed to. I know as adults we don't take care of ourselves. That's evident by certain people in this room. So, but
Not that air at all.
yeah, no, I mean anywhere, but we're all guilty of it. We get busy. We get busy, right? But I don't even know what I was saying now. So,
Reason to call. Reason about it.
Oh yeah. So real estate reviews. So also, if you have a great insurance agent, I mean, I would think a good insurance agent would call you once a year at least and make sure that nothing's changed in your life, you hadn't had any life changes, or that your coverage is still good, or just possibly to call to see if they could save you some money. And so why wouldn't we as agents do the same thing for our clients? Why wouldn't we call them once a year and say, hey, I'd love to just do a real estate review for you and run a CMA for them so that they have an idea. They may not be looking to do anything, but that they have an idea of what's going on. And then also that's the opportunity to talk to them about, have they ever thought of investing in real estate? Because, I mean, I was working with an investor and I asked him, what made you decide to invest in real estate? Because all my friends are doing it. So, I mean, we get to a point in our life where we want to start investing in real estate. Or, do you have kids going off to college? Because if you got a kid going off to college, have you thought about possibly purchasing a home in that college town? Because then your kid can live in it, and then you can keep it rented forever because it's in a college town, which I should have done that when my son went to Texas Tech because real estate there is dirt cheap. So, but anyway, these are just reasons and value. Having something of value, if you have something very valuable to talk to them about, it's not as hard, right? All right, and I think I'm going to stop here because we're going to roll our inspiration, but I just kind of wanted to give you, this is just kind of a preview of this class, and we're going to be bringing this class to you, so thank you for your time with that. All right, cool. Ready, Bruce?
Yep.
All right, Bruce is going to take us out with some inspiration, and I'm going to get the lights.
Michelle, do you already have a date for?
I don't.
Okay.
I'm working on that this week. I'm working on all the dates. So we just are fresh from staff retreat, got all these great ideas, and now we have to implement them. Thank you, Rick.
Thank you, Rick. All right. Go. Is that a little loud? All right.
I have an expression that I love to teach on, and that is everything worthwhile is uphill. It really is. John Maxwell here. Welcome to Minute with Maxwell. Life is not easy. Scott Peck in his book, The Road Less Traveled, starts the entire book by saying, life is difficult. It really is. What makes life difficult for a lot of people is they don't think life should be difficult. And so therefore, they're looking for a quick way, a quick answer, an easy way. There are none. It truly is uphill all the way. And to go uphill, you have to be intentional. Nobody ever accidentally climbed a mountain. Nobody ever accidentally got up to a new level. If you climb higher, you're intentional. You're putting forth energy, effort, time, muscle to make that happen. Now here's the challenge. We have uphill hopes, but we have downhill habits. That's not a good combination. So if you want to go uphill, get rid of the downhill habits. Quit coasting. No one ever wrote a book on accidental achievements. Nah, it's uphill all the way. Thanks for being with me today on Minute with Maxwell.
All right. So I believe it was Steve Harvey that said, or talked about the dream is free, but the hustle isn't, right? So do what you got to be doing to reach your goals so that you go to the top. Have a great week.
Thanks, guys.
Yep.
Smack eat.
Yes. It's cold here.